Oliver is back. The Glades is going down. Our heroes are without options. There's a lot going on this episode. How is it handled? Well, here are my top 5 points. My first point is over Oliver's very anticlimactic comeback. He just sort of appears in the episode, and the drum up using 3 separate episodes to build it up, it just seems extremely disappointing. And when he comes back, nobody's really happy. I mean, this guy's been gone for over a month, and he just shows up, and everybody's just like, alright, well, let's start bitching to Oliver about shit. It's just, it doesn't go with the episode very well. My second point is over the size and scope of the episode. Now, for a CW show and for a network cable show, Arrow has always been very, very well handled. It feels bigger than it really is, and they use the budget very well compared to shows like Smallville, where it always felt kind of small. And the scope is really big here. The rather large fight sequence at the end, it's handled very nicely, and it makes for a better, more enjoyable episode. Now, my third point is there's just several repeated scenes, and not repeated scenes in the episode itself, but scenes we've seen in the past few episodes that just seem like they're retrending over things we've already seen, including Thea and Malcolm Merlyn fighting in the exact same spots in the last 2 episodes in the loft, and it just seems completely unnecessary with the same overall concept being over there about Thea facing death, and it's just we don't need that. It just slows the episode down. My fourth point is over Daddy Diggle, and I love the character of Diggle, and he's probably one of the most useful members next to Oliver himself, but he's never really used. He's become a monitor junkie next to Felicity, and I don't like that. He just plays monitor watch when this guy is special forces. He can do all this stuff, and Team Arrow is so desperate for help, but they never use this guy. And, he's part of Suicide Squad. They never use him, and that's just becoming extremely frustrating to me. And for my final point, it's probably my biggest issue, is Oliver taking sides with Malcolm Merlyn to go against Ra's al Ghul. Now, understandably, in the past, Green Arrow has always kind of mirrored Batman, and, whether it be the Nolan trilogy or the Batman universe, or how this year it's No Man's Land comparison to the Glades. So, Batman has sided with the Penguin before, and things like that, and Two-Face and whatnot, but Oliver taking sides with Malcolm Merlyn is not entirely ridiculous, but it's in the exact same point, and this is the same timeline, and Malcolm Merlyn just got done screwing over Oliver by putting Thea in danger, by basically getting him killed, and sending the most dangerous man in the world, Ra's al Ghul, after them, and he has no problem siding with this man who basically backstab him at any point, and it just completely lacks resolve. And to me, it's the chips of paint that Arrow is starting to show. When a car gets old, it's starting to, the paint chips start showing, and for me, this might be it. And it just seems extremely sloppy for Arrow to go down this road and not have Oliver stand by himself and just say, listen, I'm doing this on my own, I can forgive you or whatever, but I'm not going to forget. And that would have been really nice to see instead of going this way. But for that, I did enjoy the episode. It had some problems for me, and hopefully it doesn't fall apart later down the season. But as usual, it was a pretty solid episode, and I recommend watching it.